our lives can be split up into two different categories: reality and perspective. Reality is what we see, and our perspective is what we choose to believe. Now, we have no direct control over reality, but we can manage it indirectly by controlling how we choose to perceive it. Now, if a bridge was meant to collapse on a freeway, making you late for work, there's nothing you could do about that. You have no control over circumstance, but you have complete control over how you choose to perceive it. Perspective acknowledges reality, but it isn't limited to it. The reality of that bridge coming down was inescapable, but the right state of mind could lead you to be grateful you weren't underneath that bridge when it did. Now, it's the same situation, just different perspectives. You don't get to choose your situations. You only get to choose how you respond to them. It's easy to be upset about the traffic hours after the bridge collapsed as you're merging on the freeway and see tail lights as far as the eye can see. But how frivolous would that traffic be if you were trapped inside your vehicle underneath the bridge? Why is it we need something traumatic to happen before we learn to appreciate the power of perspective? Now, the reality of life is this: we're born, we live, and then we die. That's it. That's reality. But the right perspective could turn a life into a legacy. You see, the life you lead today was brought into existence because of who you are as a person. Now, you could change your clothes, your job, your address, and even your spouse nowadays, which seems to be the most common change, unfortunately. But all of these things are circumstantial, meaning they only change the moments. The end result will continue to be the same if they don't facilitate a change from within. No external change will ever measure up to the power of a changed mind. The person you are achieved what you have today. If you want more, you have to become more. Now, change ain't for the faint of heart. A paradigm shift ain't for the weak. You have to embody your dreams. You have to need your purpose the same way you need to eat food to survive. And the only way that is going to happen is to align your perspective with who you need to become in order to reach that goal. Life is 80% perspective and 20% reality. There's only 20% of your day you have no control over. That's the beauty of an organized chaos. We're all a collective uncertainty, randomly existing in correlation with one another. I can't control you no more than you can control me. And the reason we can't control each other is because we only have complete control over ourselves. Far too many of us surrender that control to chance. How many of you allow traffic to piss you off? Or let something someone else says ruin your day? What if I told you that you are submitting your power into the hands of those that could care less about you or your life? Don't let the events around you determine your happiness. You can choose to be affected, or you can decide right now that no matter what happens today, tomorrow, or any day after, you will no longer be affected because you're too busy being effective. Can't nobody tell you you can't be happy if your mind decided before they came into play that it was going to be happy regardless what happens. Your perspective is nobody's responsibility but your own. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about your trials. Nobody gives a rat's ass about your tribulations. So do not give them the power over your perspective. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve that much control over your life. Once you learn to control your perspective, the other 20% of your day becomes a joke. If you got 2 players on the field and I have 8, you're not stopping me. So if you got your 80% on lock, that other 20% is not stopping you. Control your perspective and you have full control over your reality. Find your optimum level of existence and own it. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Go out and get yours. My name is Daniel Ramirez, and this was my take on perspective and reality. If you liked the video, share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more topics to cover. Again, my name is Daniel Ramirez. Thank you for watching.